Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the diver's helmet in Tradelands. So what you're wanting to do is when you spawn in, I would suggest doing the tutorial the game gives you, but when you join the game, I would suggest doing White Crest because it is the closest to where you need to go. And come talk to this quest giver right here. You spawn right there. Just walk over to this guy and just go through what this guy has to say. And it'll basically pop up an arrow on your screen. And once you go, just head to the Dockmaster, spawn your minnow, and launch. So just follow this path right here and just follow the direction that this arrow is leading you. Now this will take a little bit, so do keep that in mind, guys. This is not a short journey. So as soon as you get to the boat, talk to the sailor on top of the boat and take his sword and his torch and then go jump into the portal at the end of the boat. Alright, and once you're get in game, just follow these blue lights directly to where you need to go. And once you do get here, just keep following this path all the way up into this room up here. Now you will want to team with a group of people. Get a group of like 4 to say who wants to be my crew. Try to invite people and try to get into a crew of 4. All right. So a quick tip when you're in here: if you type /pp bright, it will light up your screen because this is a very, very, very dark cave. Alright, now that I'm in game, you might want to wait for your teammates to spawn in case you're the first one in. And as soon as everyone spawns, for this first puzzle, you want 3 players to step on the 3 pressure plates in the middle of the room. And as soon as you do that, the door will open. Now for the next puzzle, what you're trying to do is you're trying to lead this light on the ceiling over to the doorway on the other side. And in order to turn the lights, you have to step on pressure plates, but if you stand too long, it will do like a full circle. So however how long you stand, depends on how long it goes around in a circle. But this will not always be the same for you. It is a randomly generated maze that they're doing, but there's always a way through. So you just gotta get to hit that door. So now for the third game, what you're trying to do is first, I would suggest maybe killing the AI. And just so you know, if you do die, you will respawn. So don't worry. If you die, it will not do anything bad to you. Alright, and once you kill all of the enemies that are there, you then get everybody in the server to press all the levers at once. If you have 3 people, just press 3 of the levers. It just matters if they're all pressed very similar times. So now for the next area, you can type in /pp bright again just in case you disabled it or stopped working in order to light up this area, because this place yet again is also dark. And this is one of the paths to where you need to go. I wouldn't attack the enemies, I just pass by the enemies. But down here, if you follow all the way over here, there is a puzzle. And basically what this puzzle is, there 6 things you can stand on. And whenever you stand on one, so let's say the first one's blue, it will light up some of the lights above the door. And you can see it on your own, but if you do want to run it smart, you can have a player over there telling you if they light up. But if we just step on our first one, so you might want to do this like a order. Play it out order. So you step on blue, and I'm gonna go check. Let's see if it's it. It is not. So now I'm gonna go step on red. And I'll go see if it's lit up now. And by the way, this will not all be the same. And there we go. So that one is lit up for me, right there. So now we know it's red. So now I'm gonna step on blue again. Let's see if this is the one that we need for the second button. It is not. So it's red, yellow. Let's try red, yellow. There we go. So they are on. They are on. So if you do step on one and it's not it, then they'll all go off. So just continue doing the order exactly like this until you get the exact code. It is better if you have a person over there with you, but I will be showing you the way to get over to the main door. But this is easier if you have one person by the door and one person here in order to translate to see if it's exactly correct. But this one is logically possible by yourself in case your teammates want to go attack the enemies. There we go. Now that I have the door open, I'm just going to run back over. So just follow this path all the way back to the spawn. So just head straight down and try to get to the edge of the map, where like basically try to go back to spawn. If you can, just reset or just get killed by one of the AIs. But these paths are not always the same, guys, so don't follow this path exactly, because the gates that you see all around the area, those are randomly generated. Same with those walls that block off tunnels. Those are randomly generated. So don't worry about, like, you don't follow the path exactly. This is just the general area they have to go, because this is the general path they have you do. So now for this puzzle, what you have to do is, if you have a fourth guy left, you'll have one guy stand down at the bottom, and then you would all jump up. And by the way, do watch out for stamina. You do have a stamina bar down at the bottom of your screen next to your inventory. Do watch for that, because that's incredibly important and prevent you from jumping. So if we just continue going up, so let's just keep jumping. There we go. So see those little blue pads? You need people to stand on those. So you always want to have somebody standing on the most recent one that you got to. And they don't stay forever, but there are occasional buttons, like every 4 buttons, kind of just every couple buttons, they'll leave them all up. So, but this will be a lot of a trial and error, so do keep that in mind. But do still watch for stamina, because yet again, it is trial and error, and it does take a while to get up here, so it can take a little bit. So once you get up far enough, there is these 2 levers that are next to on the walls, and basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get one person by each lever, and just like the room before this, you have to press both levers at the exact same time, and what it will do is it will activate water to spill from the vents. So once you do get both levers pressed, there is a button at the very, very top of the room. And as soon as you get both levers pressed, you need to get somebody to stand on that button to make the water raise, because it has to as soon as you press on that, it closes the bottom door, so it lets the water fill up and fill the room with water so you can get up to the top door. So once the room does fill with water, and just in case you have somebody who can't get up or you're not a person to get up, ask somebody or get in yourself to get in the water next to the ledge and have the person jump off of you, because it adds a little bit extra of a lower ledge for them to jump off of. So for this next room, there is this button right here that activates a glowing light. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get that glowing light to go to the other side of the room that hits one of the glowing parts on the wall, and try to basically knock it all over. Now these cylinders around the room, they reflect the light to change direction. So you're trying to basically angle them with this light. Now if you do walk in front of it, it will block it. It won't go through surfaces. But it is kind of hard to angle where they have to go, so it might take a lot of try and error. You can pick them up to move them, or you can just push them with your body. I do prefer doing the pushing with the body if it's angled, but this will take most of the ones in the room, because this is pretty hard to do. But yet again, this will be a lot of trial and error, just like most of the things you do in this minigame. So here we go. We almost have it angled. We almost have it angled all the way. You literally just have to get the hit for at least for a second. Just for like a millisecond. It just has to hit for barely any time at all in order to get to work. If I just so as soon as I angle them all. And there we go. Now that we have the door open, this is one of the easier parts, but more one of the just elongating parts. You have to kill all of the enemies in the room. Now, don't worry. If you die, you just respawn, and you don't have a limited amount of lives. You have as many lives as you need to kill all of them. They do more damage than you do to them, so do keep that in mind. It might take more than one life, and it'll take even more time if you get like a 1v2. Where you're fighting two at once, because they do a whole lot of damage. But once you do kill all the enemies, it will give you a congratulations message and give you the item. Now, if you do want to see some of the map, don't click away the congratulations right away, because it will teleport you out of game without a warning, sadly. But if you do want to explore what's down the cave, you can. It's pretty cool. There's some swords and all that. But as soon as you're ready to leave, just click out of the menu, and it'll teleport you back to the main game. Well, I really hope this tutorial helped you guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.